Hey guys, I'm Jessica Floyd. I'm a board certified neurologist. I did my neurology training at the Mayo Clinic in Florida. I have a traditional practice with a tele-neurohospitalist group. And in this space, what I offer is health coaching conversations, and they're predominantly aimed towards lifestyle medicine and mindset change. What I often find can be the biggest game changer for patients or clients is to look at how you look at your diagnosis in general. Um, a lot of times in our traditional culture in the United States and around the world, we take what doctors give us, whether it's in the hospital or the clinic, and that is the word. Um, and that can be frustrating, and it's hard to, within the traditional system, to have time to actually engage in and think about how we're looking at our health, how we're looking at our wellness, and what we're giving over to these places that's affecting our healing to begin with. There's a lot about the traditional system that will put us in a survival mode. For example, just looking for one answer or one drug or one cause to your problem, just zeroing in on trying to find that one thing. That puts your mind in a state of survival. And what that does to your nervous system when you're caught in that thought loop is you live in fight or flight because you're trying to survive. You're telling your body that it's not safe until you find the one thing. Well, what do we know about the human body over the past 10 to 20 years is that it's never just one thing, typically. Most neurologic diseases, most symptoms, most autoimmune symptoms, even traditional literature will tell you that it's some sort of genetic predisposition that is then activated by something in the environment, or a state of stress that you're in, or a state of survival that you're in, and then this other thing happens, or it's A, B, C, and D. It's never just one thing. So even just making that shift and allowing your body to relax and come out of this constant searching will allow your nervous system to get into more of a parasympathetic state, a rest and digest state, so that you can digest this information you've been given. You can actually dig in and listen to your body, and you can start doing some of these restorative practices in your everyday life, whether it's with your mindset, whether it's with your gut, whether it's with how you're engaging with your family, with your work, with your environment in general, that'll allow your body to come into a state where you can actually start healing. You can start knitting some of these things together. And that's super important because that's where the money is. There's not one neurologic symptom, there's not one autoimmune symptom that cannot be benefited by engaging in this sort of practice. And so we work a lot on educating on how your mindset affects your neurologic system, your nervous system, which thereby affects your immune system, or how these practices, these beliefs that you've developed over time are really affecting your identity, your habits, and then how you're healing. Our body is amazing. We can detox on a daily basis, and we're supposed to. That's how we normally work. When you get yourself into nature, when you get yourself into some basic practices to support yourself and create a sense of safety, then curiosity can rise. And you can start engaging in some practices, not one set protocol, but engaging in some practices that will benefit you and benefit your family and everyone around you. So it's this real empowering process that can come just from having conversation and kind of taking a step back from the traditional system, trying to look at what has just happened, how did I get here? And even if we can't quite figure out exactly how you got here, what are you going to do from here? How can we support yourself? How can we support your body in this healing process? And it's exciting to see what can happen with that empowering conversation. So I'm here. There's lots of options to look into. I have currently some health coaching conversations. We've got some groups coming up, so feel free to message me if you have any interest in joining a group with more than one person. And then I also have some guides because there's a lot of certain issues that people ask about: women's hormones, concussion, mold in particular, that we can really make some headway just by reading and rechanging, rewiring how we think about things. You're literally rewriting and rewiring how your body can heal. So let me know what you need. Let me know if you have any questions, and I look forward to talking soon.